Now I need to remember what we actually did last time. It's been a while.
Yeah, I have some questions actually about some stuff.
Keeper's Roll20 still hasn't loaded. That's poor.
Well, I haven't actually loaded it. No, it wouldn't log me in earlier. Was the problem?
Hey,
I probably don't have a camera because I don't have a camera.
XSplit broadcaster.
Oh, this is something I've never experienced before. This guy's last name is Cold.
COLD?
Yeah.
And Ori and the Blind Forest is getting a sequel. Sick.
Alright, I decided to go. Whoa. Whoa.
I'm awake.
Down, Alex.
Uh,
I gotta shift the mic slightly so it doesn't crush the cat as I raise the desk.
Better or worse?
We'll see.
Better?
Seemingly better. It's less boomy when even if it does proc, so better. But if the mic is in constant contact with the cat, we will instantly be able to know when she starts purring, which is called Tuesday.
Yeah, well, about that. She only purrs excessively if I moderately look at her.
Not slightly, not heavily, moderately.
I just need to not ever engage the cat.
Heavily, all she does is glare back.
Sheds. Sheds heavily.
Gresham, what were your questions?
yes. I needed to be reminded exactly how my plate armor is being handled because I don't remember it all, and I also need to ask about that book that we translated and stuff regarding that, which we never handled either.
Please don't eat your own hair. First requirement of my demands is not eating your own hair.
Sorry, was she just moaning in the background?
No. Oh, I was putting the desk down.
Oh, okay. That was a motor whine. Got it.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? You crazed fool? Nope, that will shatter that glass. So, it's being taken care of over time. You've been largely fitted for it. You know, it's presumed you'll stop in some amount of months and check on it. Like, I think I said 30 days. You've got a while. I'll warn you.
Okay. Right, because I only have the breastplate at the moment.
So, Keeper, you were asking us what our plans were just then?
Yes.
I think we need to take care of... I think our main priority currently is we have to get the signatures for our loans from our patrons. But they're neither of neither of them are here.
In town
here.
at present.
We would need to go venture forth to get them. So we need to either ask about that or ask, hey, we're gonna get them. I guess well, we won't take the boat until we get them. I don't know.
Right.
We'll need to pretty much we'll need to talk to them and get their permission to leave and let them know we're not fleeing the city. We are in fact going to look for the people to get the signatures.
So, I mean, like, how much time do we have to sort that out? And what bad things will happen if we don't sort it out in time? What bad things can we imagine might happen?
Well, you need what you're talking about is you need the final signatures for loans and things like that, and from your patrons who are effectively co-signing the loan.
Correct. But they're not here. They're elsewhere. So how do they... I'm sure we're not the only people to which that has ever happened. So we need to ask about the process.
Yes. Just to keep things moving, presume you go to the bank and ask that. They would tell you, take these documents, get them to your patron, and get them back to us. There's no problem so long as there's never a problem with the payment. Not necessarily. But if things are ever not in line or this isn't filled out and completed,
we'll be in double trouble.
Yeah. It's there's also the possibility the longer you leave it, the more someone might
it's like getting pulled over for a speeding ticket and they find out you don't have insurance.
Kind of, but it's more like not ever paying for parking tickets. Eventually, the courts start not just sending you increased fees or waiting for you to pay or things like that.
They start booting your car.
But they start booting your car or repossessing the thing.
I see. Okay, so
loans, regardless, it's starts to get treated as, well, you have no backing for this loan, so we're not giving you this loan. So they're taking the whole chip.
Right. And we had stuff set up for some payment for a couple months, I thought.
We do. We're actually we're okay on money for a while. The question is, we need to...
we do need to go get more.
Right. We need to establish a cargo. And getting Anastasia's signature shouldn't be too awful hard. It could be just a couple days, maybe a week or two travel. Where we're at.
Do we need to... So, the fact that we had a dock and didn't have a cargo... Sorry. The fact that we had a dock and didn't have a cargo, the guy kind of looked at me real funny, as if we were maybe screwing that up a little bit. We may want to go establish some sort of cargo, but we don't know when we're going to be leaving.
Roscoe thinks that if we can find Seedy the Lixavator, that he may have some ideas about where we can get a cargo.
Didn't we decide that he would be in the same direction as Anastasia?
We did.
Okay, let's try to two birds with one stone that thing then.
Alright, so you're going to head back. Oh, I'm going to have to open notes. Adrian's never been this way, has he?
No, he's never been this way.
Noted. Alright, so you're not heading to Tinctures, just to be clear, right?
We did head to Tinctures a couple times, and they'd said...
He was not in.
He wasn't in, yeah. He was out of contact. And we left messages for him, and he never followed through on them, so we're starting to get a little worried about Seedy.
Especially because he's a source of income.
Yeah.
And may know shipment stuff.
I just had a total blank. On God's name.
Oh,
who's the god?
Wasik?
No.
Oh.
Tempessy?
Tempessy, thank you. No, I just had a name blank, and I'm like, and all I could think of was Tamfesti, and I'm like, please stop saying Tamfesti. This is making it worse.
It's the god name.
Yeah, that one.
There are things I need to make sure to write down. So you're heading back towards Burr Hollow.
Yes.
At the top of the Silver Run. Well, near the end, the source
nearer
of
to the
Silver
source, right?
Run. Yeah. All right. Well then. Then what are you going to do?
I think we could probably
So
travel
that's
on
the plan.
foot. I think if it probably can't hurt to stop by Tinctures on the way out of town if we haven't been there in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, which I don't think we have.
And yeah, I think traveling by foot is probably fine. Going upriver.
Yep.
I mean, going downriver, it makes sense to hire a barge. You know.
Okay. I think I confused myself listening to that. I'm going to be honest. What's the plan?
Well, the town's upriver, right?
Yes.
So I think we're going to head upriver. But if we haven't been to Tinctures in the last 24 hours, we might as well stop in on our way out.
Okay.
Have we been to Tinctures in the last 24 hours?
No.
Then we will do so. Namely, looking for news about CD.
Okay.
Has anybody heard from him? That kind of thing.
Did we lose Anidna?
No, I'm here. I'm pacing around. Bit of a
Okay.
stressful day, so I'll be on mine. I'm listening.
No worries. Just wanted to know if I needed to remember to keep you filled in when you showed up. Okay. Actually, standing sounds great because it's sweaty work GMing today.
The release the Quacken
It's-
suddenly going out of the picture was great.
It's like, it's even better if it does this.
Release the
This is
quack.
great. Keep that up.
In fact, I could just. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it in the right place. So, anyways. All right. So your plan is to head to Tinctures.
Correct.
Anyone doing anything else before you leave? I presume you're mostly at the bank. Now, this is still like day of you getting the boat.
Is there anything else that needs to be
Early.
done for prudence sake?
We can get shipment from Tamfesti, I think, because I remember that. Or Virginia. If we can't secure it,
We don't need a shipment quite yet. We're
it is
gonna
not. Leaving
because
that.
we're gonna be going out of town briefly to get the Anastasia signature, and then we'll need to look for a shipment. But yeah, Bean, any thoughts on who we could ship from? If anybody who needs to go up to that one place as I look for my can't even think of name of software crap.
Scrivener? I don't.
That's the
Excel?
one. Scrivener.
You're
Where did
welcome.
my Scrivener link go on my desktop? Oh, it's
Nom
over
nom
there.
nom nom nom. Well, then get
I
off my desk, you
I
fussy.
agree.
That's a kitty.
She's warm and unhappy. This is the bigger reason why I need to get AC.
Haywold. Anybody who needs stuff to go to Haywold. Could we put out feelers maybe for like, hey, if you like with a couple people, hey, if you could find somebody who needs something to go to Haywold. Or should we just wait? Anybody?
I'm
sorry,
in
what-
favor of putting out feelers.
All right. Siege, what'd you say?
I was just trying to find what you were saying. I have a bouncy house in the background. It's a little noisy.
Ah, okay. I imagine you playing from the bouncy house. But anyways, asking if we should put out feelers for people to help us look for shipments that need to go up to Haywold.
Right.
Probably within the next week.
Yes.
Great.
All right. Who should we put those out with? In tinctures. Your typing is procking your mic every single time, Keeper.
God damn it! Hush.
Okay, so ask at tinctures, ask at, I don't know, where else do you want to ask? Anybody?
Sorry, you clicked off there. I heard ask.
I don't know where else, like, ask at tinctures, where else should we ask?
Wait,
bank.
did we ask Kellen? We did. We asked Kellen, didn't we?
I mean, actually, I took down a list of like major parties who move
Players.
goods. Yeah, big players in the world. I don't know if they would entertain us at this stage, but you know, I think this is probably something we could.
We could also find a couple.
Let's
of
just
seaside
wait on
taverns.
that. Yeah, let's just wait
See
on
if
that.
we
and
ask
get
people.
back.
Taverns, maybe? I tried taverns.
I mean, a dockside tavern might be the place to.
Yeah, good.
All right.
But, is there any other business we need to conclude at the bank? That's kind of what Keeper was asking us.
Not that I know of.
Unless there's some reason that the status of our newly won possession would be threatened if we didn't do something.
I don't think so. I think we're good. I think each would.
Yeah, I
We
mean-
sorted that last week, right?
We're paying our docking fees or our guild fee or whatever it is.
because we have that stipend that we can draw it from.
Right, but I mean that's what
Right.
I'm saying. That's paid, so the boat has a place to be belongs, and that place to be belongs to us and is pretty well taken care of. So
Keeper, is the boat in that proper place?
this is the same day, right? So no.
Oh, I remember. We were also. Sorry, this is just also.
We were
me
going to
coming
hire a
back
couple of
from-
hands to keep an eye on it.
Right. We were going to hire a couple hands, and then now that Alex is here, and I got his confirmation anyways, we can. He said he would be willing to join the Blue Legion.
Okay, in order to fill the crew requirements.
In order to fill the first, I believe the first mate slot.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
And
I'll
you
be
get
trying to navigate.
Well, here's the
You
thing
get
though.
5 gold.
If we're going to be going off and gallivanting about, in Haywald and elsewhere, we want a first mate we can leave on the boat.
No, we can hire a good officer to leave on the boat.
Yeah, I think that was the plan. Was
But-
hire a good officer.
But
'Cause
I'm
we need
saying
somebody-
that we also want somebody who can have our interests at heart if there should become an ethical conflict.
Right, which would be a Blue Legion sailor, I would think, because their
Rocket looks at-
reputation is based on how they perform with another Legion contract.
Rocket
you
looks
know-
at Roscoe and goes, "What's an ethic?"
Yeah, hold on.
I hope you can hit that.
Sort of like a moral, but different. And no,
I have
not
molars.
not moral, and that is in the mushrooms. Those are morels.
So you cannot eat that.
Mole? What? I'm hungry.
I'm yeah. I'm just hungry.
Me too. And Sprocket, let's go eat something.
Go do that and like spread rumors. Who needs
Mhm.
stuff in the taverns?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're up to that.
If we just wanted to go around and like, well, let's go to Tinctures first and ask there.
Okay.
Because, yeah. So, 2 Tinctures, which I think is on the bay anyways. I want to say it is.
Okay.
Kinda.
Well, Tinctures is on near one set of docks.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Oh.
it's a shipping port. It's a seaport. If there's coastline, there's docks.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, we'll go. Go ahead.
Yeah, the only thing aside from tinctures, and I'm sorry to slow this down, that's not my intent. Is our ship currently sitting in a place where it's about to be in trouble for sitting there? And if so, how do we move it?
Not in trouble, although it's in temporary docking, which costs
is expensive.
per day.
Yeah, let's
thought we moved
fix
it.
that shit. No, we talked about moving it.
Okay.
So let's go move it.
Can we move it? We have to get our signatures first.
No. I think you need to just settle your paperwork. You settled the paperwork, and now you have a dock.
Okay, so we will move it into the dock.
Right.
Is that an ordeal? Do I need to hire a few hands?
We handled it before.
I was gonna say, I think we can all just actually not slack off and help.
Whoa, speak for yourself. That sounds like work.
Oh, also, one last thing before you leave the bank.
Hmm.
As they leave, one of the guy running your paperwork basically pulls up and goes, one last thing. This is actually the easiest time to do this during holdover, and oddly, we're the best source to do this since it will go out from here. But if you wish to change the name, you may do so now.
Of the ship?
There is 100 gold fee to change it, but it's much more difficult later than now.
Okay.
Totally not junk.
Can I pay now, and can we decide on the name after our session this evening?
Nope.
So you want us to stop everything and decide on a name? You know I'm not going to acquiesce quickly.
Says, well,
Can
I mean,
matter?
I
I mean, can we
delay the
basically pay the
paperwork
fee
until
now?
the morning. Well, yes, you can pay the fee now, but I need to finish this paperwork. Of course, you could, come back a bit later. I'll be here until dinner bells. For reference, that should give you enough time to get to Tinctures and back.
Okay. Alright.
Fair enough. Then we go down to Tinctures and back, and we'll discuss it on the way.
I like this plan.
We can post stuff in Discord.
Discord D&D, where is that?
Is it necessarily I believe, I'm guessing the acronym is BLS for Blue Leadership or something like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Inherently?
Oh, there it is.
I just have a random generator.
Windward's
I'm-
not bad.
I kind of liked Windward. I don't know why. Anyways, so we're walking to Tinctures while we're doing this, as we all put our names into,
Discord.
yeah.
Do a hat.
Alrighty.
Let's see.
God, I have a random boat name generator. Half the names are just really, really bad puns. Going nuts.
Most boat names are really, really bad puns.
That is true.
Mhm.
Spicy green.
Considering my father's boat was named Small One
Ugh.
and was a 37-foot carver.
Ha!
Feet increase.
So you're going to head to Tinctures.
Yes.
All right. You head down the streets and you arrive at Tinctures. It's actually pretty busy today. Looks like there's some crews sailing out, and there's some grumbling all around.
Like,
There's a lot of sailors that look very unhappy, and they're waiting in line.
Uh-oh.
I like Lapwing, by the way.
Go for that.
So, what seems to be the problem? Like, just talking to the dude generally in front of me.
Short, squat Dragonborn says, Problem's this line.
I
don't know why I'm waiting. I just want to pick up some friend and go.
Do you have any cargo? This one you have cargo.
Gives you an eye and ignores you.
Sprocket taps Eitri on the shin and goes, We're asking the front desk about cargo, not these guys.
So you're waiting in line. And there's some arguing from up in the front. And there's the girl you saw working the counter before is here again, the young girl, and she's looks exhausted, just a little frazzled. And she's just dealing with the customer. You can just barely make out here something like they're upset that something isn't in stock, and they're waiting for it, and they're waiting for more. When will it be in? Well, why are you out? It's the only thing that sells here. Everything else, someone just buys because they're already here. So this is going on, and it's about 15 minutes. And the line is slowly turning into a small crowd around in front of you as it kind of piles in on itself.
Bad news.
So they as far as we heard, they were out of something and somebody doesn't like that and thinks that waiting will change that?
That's what I got.
Some of the people in the line are giving up and leaving.
Sprocket, says Roscoe.
Yes.
Why doesn't your friend get a look?
Alright, I will send, Kinsig up.
Right.
It
The
is
initial one
dangerous.
who was in front is in a huff and says, "Fine, I'll take my business elsewhere," and leaves. Kinzig is heading up front. Can you see? Are you trying to see through her eyes?
I believe I can, and yeah, I would be. I'd kind of just chill and look through her
Right.
eyes.
Can you hear it as well?
Let me check.
You can all, if you're trying to listen, you can pretty much hear.
Okay, then
It sounds like they're out of something called Sailor's Friend. Like they're, or like some people call it Sailor's Friend, some will call it like, The Last Grace. Some just call it Sticky. They all seem to be referring to the same thing.
You talking about a substance?
Well, that's mainly what they sell here.
Oh, that's fair.
I am relaying this to Roscoe. What is Sailor's Friend? Sticky?
Can Roscoe make I'm a sailor check to know that?
And not really.
Does he need to make an I'm a sailor check to know that?
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I guess just intelligence.
Yep.
Tell me.
Oh, where am I? Oh, nice. Hey.
Sticky, Sailor's Friend, The Last Grace. Sort of an emergency measure thing. A lot of people take it, especially if they're going on long trips or shaky ships. And most importantly, it tends to be used with people who are either working as linemen or anywhere that they're in danger of getting pulled off the ship, or anywhere working high on rigging that they might fall. It is really expensive, but it's like a life insurance program.
Like, you just put some of this stuff on your hands and suddenly your hands stick to everything?
Well, you drink it,
Okay.
but no. It lets you once, ever, form a single line, like one of two things. Either it gives you spider climb for 1 round, or it lets you spit a thread of rope from your mouth that will stick to whatever it hits. The rope can hold up to 500 pounds before it dissolves in 3 rounds.
Got it. Super handy. Probably expensive. Definitely would be a market. So they're out, and therefore, what? Roscoe asks. I mean, if this is even been related.
It should also be added. Let's see, you got a 19, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Most sailors don't get this. Like, it's nice. Like, and most sailors, there's no market for using it a lot. You get it once. It lasts indefinitely until you use the ability.
Right. You
So
hope
it's
you
kind
never
of like-
need it.
Right.
Oh.
So,
Interesting.
bad sailors buy it all the time and need it because they die without it.
There's a market for it. I say we get it.
They're
Well,
out.
If they're out, there's more of a market for it. We should figure out where the ingredients come from.
Yeah. Write it down. Sprocket will, it's not charm. What's the not intimidation?
Make friends.
Yes, what's the make friends? Not deception. Those are the two I'm actually good at. Persuasion? No.
Persuasion.
Okay. Sprocket was going to go up front and just be like, is there a problem? Like talking to the person in the front of the line.
I think I'm going to persuasion. Let me check.
I have 6 in persuasion, so.
Sure. And it's a very typical dwarf, shaved head, long beard that's been actually braided, and it's been braided and heavily tied back and actually tied to his clothes. so it doesn't swing all over the place. He says, "Yes, there is."
I got 4.
Oh, okay. I'm not asking you to roll anything
Yeah,
yet.
don't roll unless you're asked to.
That was to myself. I didn't hit the safe one. My bad.
So, is there a problem?
Yes. You're right, there is. Just don't have anything this fucking shop actually bothers to carry.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Do you normally find yourself in need of sticky? Or are you new?
When you need it, you need it. If you're out of it, you're in trouble. When you're out of it, you're in a lot of trouble. As he glares at the clerk. I'll be back.
Well, I can almost guarantee that you waiting here making in a tizzy is not going to magically make more appear.
Give me a persuasion check.
Will do. 17.
He glares at you. And he walks out of the store.
And it's the same woman that we've seen in tinctures, running tinctures before, correct?
Right. And the crowd starts to disperse and leaves, and some of them start to actually cash out, but wasn't happy about it.
I was gonna say, Sprocket was gonna go, if you need sticky, they're temporarily out. Come back and kind of.
They've been out for a month.
I see.
They've been out for 2 months.
Have they now? Roscoe's ears perk up. It's about the amount of time Ceedy's been missing. Has anyone seen Ceedy? Roscoe sort of tries to shout over the crowd.
Roscoe, upon claiming this, is grabbed by the collars and yanked backwards into the aisles.
Well, that was a social mistake.
As a surprisingly strong elf goes, "Shut up!" What do you know about the city?
I could ask you the same, says Roscoe.
Outfit. And he goes, "I'll kick you out of my store, that's what I'll do."
Am I hearing any of this? Or am I too far forward?
Yeah, give me whatever the equivalent of his listen now. Perception? Perception.
Sure.
By the way, as a complete side note while Ben's rolling, Stern will be amused to know that I have, well, actually, Jess has recently uncovered from her house a stack of 3.0, players' books and things.
Nice.
It was just oh, deities and demigods. Neat. And stuff like
That's
that.
a fun one.
19.
There's apparently a spare Draconomicon, so if anyone wants one, because I've already got one. Wow, that was quick.
That
Okay,
book's
Ben gets one if he shows up for the speedrun thing.
That book's amazing. 19,
It
by
is
the way.
19?
19.
Yeah, 19 will do it. 19 will work for me.
Alright. If I had heard it, I was just gonna walk back to help deal with it.
You kind of hear a scuffle, and, most people are, the crowd's died down a bit, so you're able to, catch it out.
Is this 15, 20 people we talking, or 10?
Well, now it's died down. It was getting close to, 30. Because there were, 15 in front of you, and people, kept, there was another one or two, or... Right. Some customers were just buying something. This store, actually, give me an appraisal check. Probably just an intelligence check. Actually, do you have alchemy as a skill?
I
If you're proficient in alchemy, I'll let you apply it.
I am not. I have brewer's
Okay.
supplies, but that's not it.
No, that's different.
17.
Okay. Actually, I probably... No. 17? This store strikes you as like a convenience store pricing kind of thing. Like, it's got a little bit of everything. It's really close to the docks. It seems like you're paying a lot for the location of, oh, I forgot, and I need it. Or,
let me just go run into the shop and grab.
right, like it's around the corner from a bunch of sailor housing.
It's the Wawa for sailors.
It's a 7-Eleven.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, it's got a lot of other stuff. Like, people are getting things for like Swampfoot and the, other various ailments that sailors have a tendency to get. It's got treatments for scurvy. They sell tonic, etc. This is the kind of thing they sell. But it's a little higher price. Like, you come in here because it's convenient or something else. Like, you're and it sounds like from this, like, you kind of gather that it might be whatever these people are coming in for. They come in for that, and they pick up something else while they're here. Is a lot of people.
All right. So yeah,
The one thing generates foot traffic, and the other things generate profit.
Maybe, although if it's
come in
that
for
popular,
gas,
it might generate profit too.
you come in for gas and you buy the candy bar near the register.
Right. It's like the gas still makes you money, but
All right. Yeah, I was just gonna go walk back. Jeremy,
interestingly, they do sell candy here as well.
No doubt. Well, I indicate to the elf that I have business concerns regarding seating.
How? Let's see.
I'm sorry?
How do you indicate it?
I say to him, I have business concerns regarding our missing friend.
He goes, that's great. I have business concerns with not getting my head torn off, so why don't you shut it? And if you have anything to do with that no-account, vagabond, idiot... Well, don't come into my store again.
Was he not the co-proprietor here?
He's not anymore.
Oh.
Perhaps we can help.
That'd be great. Are you master alchemists with a secret recipe?
I
No?
imagine we might find one. We are good at finding people.
Are we?
No.
We say we are.
Yes. Yeah.
Bluff.
I am.
Sure.
Where did you all come from? Well, listen, if you can find some way to fix this mess, then fine. Profit's profit. Keeping people happy is keeping people happy. Shut your mouth about your associate around here. I don't want to hear his name.
Oh.
Agreeable.
Sprocket will.
Conrad looks up and says, I literally have no idea who you're talking about. However,
All right.
he kind of points over his shoulder at his bows and be like, I am pretty good at finding people.
Great. Well, if you can find him in the bottom of a pit, I wouldn't mind at this point.
What can I find for you?
Find me a daily revenue of about 500 gold, and I'd be really happy.
We'll need any leads you have if we're to succeed in this endeavor.
Well, really, the problem at this point is, unless he could start magically producing and stop being an arrogant, self-centered idiot, Well,
Basically, you need a master
Yeah.
alchemist.
well, yes.
Fair.
Well, if you can get his recipe as well, that's good. Unfortunately, he was half of the partnership, although realistically speaking, making one thing and doing none of the work and shipping it downriver while living in your fairy tale land. That sounds great.
So, if we could talk to him and see what the problem is, that would be appreciated.
I know what the problem is. He's out of something. He can't make anymore.
We went to get some things.
Well,
Some of those very
Yeah.
same ingredients, no doubt.
wonderful. Well, if he hasn't been killed in whatever happened up the river, then fine. Go
What did
find him.
happen up
And
there?
he huffs off and is thoroughly done.
Okay, so exactly what I suspected. Something's happened to CD.
I think he lives upriver, and it's
Oh,
just been
we know he
shipping
does.
the stuff downriver.
Yeah.
And possibly the alchemical stuff we had was what he needed.
It very likely is, given the nature.
Oh, it's spider stuff. Duh. I'm saying this.
Roscoe
Yeah.
shushes, like he claps a hand over your mouth,
I would.
unless you give away CD's secret ingredients in front of the whole town.
I guess I should go back to collecting those spiders off the windowsill.
Yes, those very ones.
I just imagine Sprocket just getting kicked.
Ichi returns the favor from earlier and kicks him in the shins.
Oh, it's spider.
Hard.
No. I kick you in the shins because your shin is like this height on me. You kick
Ichi
me in
doesn't
the
carry
shins, you end up kicking me in the face.
So, yeah, upriver we go. But repark our boat so we
Wait.
don't get fined.
Yeah, and if we're going to change its name, we need to do that before we leave here.
We voted.
All right.
I'll just say again, why bother?
We don't need
I'll-
to. The bad
I'll
luck
pay
is
if you
kind
won't.
of okay.
Roscoe wants to change it. Just because he
I
doesn't want to captain a ship named the Bad Luck.
I do like the Larkwing quite a lot.
That's why.
Because it'll be a lark.
Yeah. Might as well name it Airship.
Boo.
Oh, whatever. Ninda is in favor of keeping it as is. You decide amongst yourselves.
I think it's like bad luck to have a ship named the Bad Luck, so...
I just have to win over the LARPing contingent.
No. Oh, was that for the LARPwing, or was that talking about Siege?
I like Larkwing. I need to convince people who want to name the ship LARPing. No.
Boo.
No, not LARPwing.
Correct.
With a K, not
Not
a P.
LARPwing.
All right.
I
So let's
believe
just put it
that's-
to a formal vote.
I'm definitely going with K over P. I don't know that I'm necessarily really overly enthusiastic about Larkwing, but if it's
Do you prefer
between two-
liminal?
No, I wasn't really voting on anything. I was just throwing things out. I do like Liminal. I thought it was pretty decent, but
Liminal Larpwing. Done.
You prefer liminal to Larkwing?
Liminal Larpwing. Just combine two words. LL.
I'm not.
The liminal LARPwing.
Okay. If it has LARP in it, it's not getting my vote.
Correct. Same here.
Same here.
This is like a massive miscommunication. Yeah.
Sure is. Sounds like our group.
I will say our record is already better. We're already doing better in terms of like narrowing this down than we did last time.
Our
We chose a
group
name.
We are asking a group of gamers to name something.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
gonna be
right?
GM knows it. That's why he's
Yeah,
installing his
I
air
think-
conditioner right now.
Um. So I'm going to introduce a new one because I just went through the random one again and like it.
That's fine.
I really like the Dawnbreaker. But that's just me.
I feel like that's a name we save for a better ship.
Alright,
There's
is
that.
fair.
How about
Yeah,
Gunboat
remember-
Diplomat?
This, the what?
Gunboat diplomat.
Gunboat Diplomat.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that gives it
I
away.
like
Gives
that
it
one.
away.
I like that.
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy, I could go.
I could go for diplomacy.
Or speciality.
My personal vote is now for just diplomacy.
The BLSS diplomacy.
I redact my
hang on.
vote for Larkwing.
Before, and I do like diplomacy a lot. Before we died, for sure. Look to windward.
Okay. Remember, this boat has a giant. This is me absolutely not saying this out loud. This boat has a giant hidden cannon.
Right.
Diplomacy.
No.
Diplomacy.
Just read the
just click the little hand if that's
yeah,
what you want to
the,
vote for.
The thumb is for a vote.
I know what I would name it, but I'm not a player. And I shall not taint the waters until you've decided. Then I'll make you regret your decisions.
Yep, probably. You've done that before. Siege, did you have one more you wanted to throw into the hat?
I'm looking over. Hang on. I might as well just share this with you guys.
I'm
Because
assuming you have
there's
a
some-
ship.
There's some
You
damn
looking
good
at
ones
the Honor
in here.
Harrington chips?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of sort of going for that. The look to windward. Okay. If it was more sci-fi, the Hydrogen Sonata's a sexy name, but
Oh,
Yeah.
Kiefer.
what?
I'm saving that one for a better ship.
What, Hydrogen Sonata?
Nope. You guys don't get to know it unless Kiefer tells you.
Oh, Keeper told you?
I'm saving
I
it.
don't know. It's a pretty perfect one for this
It's
one.
amazing. Well, it is. It is.
If it's amazing, then freaking tell us.
Yeah, I'll put it out there. I'm changing my.
I was totally just going to let Sturm claim that.
We wouldn't have known.
I'm waiting.
Please say it out loud.
Except rhyme and reason.
I love diplomacy.
Now we're
They
torn.
don't listen to rhyme, they'll listen to reason. And for all you Snow Crash fans out there, you're welcome.
Oh.
And actually, hold on.
Because, yes, everyone listens to reason.
How about that?
And you have a bard on the ship.
Soul.
Technically half owns it.
Which one? RHY or RI?
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, that okay, fair enough.
Because when we say it aloud, people will assume.
Grasha,
Because rhyme and reason is a phrase. Well, maybe not in Keeper's world, but it is now.
No, I
Like-
presume normal colloquialisms have some form of
Right.
translation.
Right.
Realistically speaking, you're not all
proxy.
speaking English. we're playing in English because it's our language, Greshik aside, or Stalker aside.
There's
Greshik
some
aside as well. He
No,
speaks
it's alright.
silly man.
You could just name it the language of laughter.
All right. So who didn't switch their vote?
Alex, what are your thoughts? We probably can't go for we all like one, but I'd say a good majority would be good. Which we currently have.
Super
but-
majority. Two-thirds.
I
I do really still like diplomacy, I have to admit.
Yes. Here's a much better way of doing this. Everyone raise their hands who can live with the ship being named, who likes the ship being named Diplomacy. Not necessarily a choice, but likes the ship named Diplomacy.
Oh, you want to do it this way?
Yeah, because I don't necessarily want to be here all year.
I like diplomacy. Can we raise our
You
hands?
can vote multiple times.
I don't hate diplomacy.
Yes.
Yes.
Who? And this might shorten this. Anyone not like Diplomacy?
All right.
Does anyone not like Rhyme and Reason? This might not work if everyone's okay with both. Greshik doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean, not that I dislike Rhyme and Reason, but I think I like diplomacy more, speaking for myself.
And now we
All right, now
bring
you
it
can
down to
fight
a vote
amongst
between
yourselves.
the two.
Rhyme and Reason should be a later ship. That's my
Okay,
thoughts.
fine. We can start with diplomacy, move to rhyme and reason. I could settle for that.
Well,
Works for me.
Rhyme and Reason's the kind of shenanigans we name a ship when we have a little bit of a name for ourselves.
When the reason behind the reason is a hidden 24 gun boat.
Right. / a warlock / you're going to get arrows in you / a wizard /
Yes.
Okay,
All
so
right,
diplomacy for
so
now.
diplomacy.
Keep it simple. Done. But that was really good, Keep.
that-
We're saving it.
That yes, we're definitely saving that. That is amazing.
I like the way the evolution, because the gun diplomat was one of my favorite ships from that series, and the way that evolved into diplomacy and how perfect that is. Like, yes, we're a diplomacy. We also carry a big stick.
Right. That's the
Diplomacy.
big thing.
By other means.
Yeah, our diplomacy may be a big stick. Okay, so we're going to go back, pay the 100 gold, and name our ship the BLSS Diplomacy.
All right, let me go officially change its name.
Yay!
Right.
Does that include the cost of getting it re-put on the side, or is that on us?
We had already
Your
figured
ship.
out automatic
You pay for
payments for
everything.
that. We just have to move it.
No. Getting the name put on the side instead of the bad luck.
Oh, no, that's our trouble.
I feel like we should literally just cross out bad luck and write diplomacy under it.
I am a mason, not a carpenter.
I'm a
Damn it, Jim.
looter and a brewer and a looter, not a carpenter.
I'm a sage and a man of the cloth and not a carpenter.
I am none of those.
I bet Ichiri has an excellent hand at script, and could do well enough with a paintbrush.
Probably.
I just laugh that you have all these careers, like, across everybody, including, Gimbal. Nobody's a carpenter. Like, every profession besides carpenter. You've got an accountant.
We do have an accountant.
I like
Who
being an
now
accountant.
officially sails the chartered accountancy.
Monty Python. Sorry, I'm looking through the spacecraft of the culture series and I just got down to the I blame my mother. I blame your
Yep.
mother.
Ian Banks had such great ship name.
I said I've got a big stick.
Uh-huh. Not did here.
All through with
You ready to move on?
Yep.
Yeah, all through with this nice negotiation stuff. Yeah, that's great.
Anyways, all right. We
And
actually
be
came
done and
up with
ask
a
me
name.
again.
All right, you now own the diplomacy.
Yay!
Though I think being able to tell people you own rhyme and reason.
That'll come.
Yeah, that'll come later.
I do have to confess that I love that this group is like, but the next ship.
Yep. Correct.
Like, there's something you gotta love about a group that goes, yes, this is just ship 1. It's like, how many mortgages
has
do I have to
ambition.
make for you guys?
Yeah, we have ambition.
Not to mention, I mean, I've got a fortress to build at some point.
Where are we going to store our ships?
At the fortress.
Exactly. I
Oh,
feel
so
like these
you need
are
to be
the
looking for
notebook
oceanfront
sketches.
property.
Jesus.
Deep
These are
water.
the notebook sketches all of our characters are doing.
That's totally what Conrad's been doing this whole time. I mean, after all, like, his motivation is to eventually return to his guild and, you know, prove that he's the best artisan ever or whatever. So, like, that's why he's totally been making sketches and carrying these damn oilskin map cases.
All right, so we go back to the bank. Roscoe, you said the 100 gold's coming out of your pocket?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, I have more money than I thought I did.
That's paid.
Alrighty.
We still have to move the ship to a new parking space before we can leave.
Let's do that now.
All right.
That's straightforward. If you fill it all of that,
We have
that's
to,
just manual labor. It takes a few hours. It's into the evening.
Cool. So it's now in our proper parking spot that doesn't cost an arm and a leg and your first
Yes,
board
it's on the
every
correct
hour.
dock that you've already paid for.
Yep. Sure have.
Correctly labeled.
I don't
Don't
think we've
understand.
repainted it yet.
Is it any trouble
Yeah.
if it's incorrectly labeled?
I was gonna say, we might as well change that now.
Mm-hmm.
Ask around for where to get paint and the process of repainting the name, because
Or see if there's a carpenter on the docks that'll make a new ship's placard.
Keeper, I do not like that smile.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm surprised you didn't smile, pick up the cat, and just...
She's really warm and she does not want to be held right now. I don't blame her.
Anyway,
Here, we'll simulate it.
Anyways. The cat's like,
Look.
what the fuck are you doing?
he's being annoying.
It's hot. Go away.
I was cooling off. So, we need some ship paint to repaint a name?
So you're asking around for something like that?
Sure.
Brockett probably would have asked in the bank, but it's past that already, so...
Okay. Well, you start like asking around the docks. You're like, oh, where would I pick up paint to like pick up this? You're like, the guy. Well, the other sailors looks at you as talk to the Legion.
Oh,
Okay.
Bosco? Eitri,
Yep.
Would you like to get Eitries into the Blue Legion while we're at it?
So Roscoe
Yeah.
is standing about when he hears this. Roscoe, give me an intelligence check with proficiency.
This is gonna be a while. With proficiency?
Mm-hmm.
How do I do that?
Add your proficiency modifier to an intelligence check.
So this plus 3.
Oh,
Whoops.
that would be a 20.
All right. Roscoe's like, okay, yeah, go find paint. So Sprocket goes, like, where does Sprocket go after
No,
that?
Sprocket was letting Roscoe handle that. I mean, I can go along if they need, but
Bastard.
you're the Blue Legion.
Like, by the way, I am aware this is going to be a process. I'm sure there are guilds which handle the painting of ships. And that if you do it outside the guild, that it's frowned upon.
They did say to just go ask at the Blue Legion.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something we can have handled while we're gone. We may only have to pay 120 gold for it.
All right. So we go looking for our friend. Why don't I have his name written down here?
Oh, I do somewhere.
It is well after hours, in case you are trying to catch someone at their office.
No doubt.
And I will add, you are all getting quite hungry by this point.
Hmm.
Kellen? No, not Kellen.
It was Kellen.
Yes, you were right.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go looking for Kellen at the bar
Okay.
where he frequents. It's kind of a dive bar.
You managed to find him there, actually.
Aha! And sharing drinks, and we'll all get some soup or something.
Yeah.
Or
Bar food.
Sure.
So over beers with Kellen, just like, hey, everything's going great for me. How's things for you lately, Kellen?
We have a ship.
Do you? Wonderful. I'm glad that you finally got it.
It's quite an
So what
ordeal.
will you do now?
Well, we've just had the registration changed, and we'll need the nameplate changed, won't we?
Oh, good. You've changed that awful name. Finally. I was hoping that you'd have that changed over.
Wouldn't captain a ship named bad
horrible.
luck.
It is, really. Yes. Well, you just register with the Blue Legion and then have them change the signs over.
Oh.
Yes, it'll just go through the sign makers union and they'll do that.
What do you suppose that would run us?
Oh, that, let's see. Well, since you need it immediately, that is 50 gold.
And do you suppose it's having the wrong name at present is problematic?
I don't know. I generally deal with the acquisitions and transference over to the auctions houses. I'm not really new purchases. Sorry.
Oh, very well. What you got, CJ?
Are we lacking the gold pieces for this?
No, I mean, I was just gonna pay it if anybody needed to. I've got plenty.
I think we're
Do
okay.
you want to split it 50-50?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, so we'll have to do that in the morning, right? What day of the week is it?
Thursday. About a Tuesday.
I was close.
So,
What day is it?
all right, that's good to know, and we'll get on that in the morning, I guess.
Well, good luck to you. Oh, I do know if you need them there, actually, you should be able to contact them at the ends of any dock at any of the port offices.
Oh, good to know.
That's
Likely
about it.
closed at this time.
No, most of your day-to-day you should be able to do at the port offices. So I'd ask there first.
All right.
I'll be honest, I'm mostly telling you that because I don't know half of it. I'm kind of a specialist, and, well, they know who knows. It's kind of their job.
That's fair. Well, thank you, Kellen. So, you've been most
very
helpful.
welcome. And he orders another wine.
How much did our menial food and drink cost?
I putting that under your daily upkeep things.
Okay.
So we will probably not seek any other activities this evening.
Unless anybody has anything specially they want to do.
I'm good.
Alright. And are we planning on heading out in the morrow?
Yes. Get the name change set up and get going.
Yep.
Finally.
Out of the city.
All right. Well, for the sake of time, I'll assume in the morning you go to the offices, get the name change set up. You pay your 50 gold plus 5 gold fee because bureaucracy.
Who's got the 5 golds? Who's not got 25
Got
each? Okay.
Because I presume whoever goes to the office is like, here's the 5 gold.
Pretty much.
So, you're done.
What was the phrase? The bureaucracy is expanding to meet the needs of the expanding bureaucracy.
Alright,
can we pony up for a couple of Blue Legion guys to watch our ship?
You're going to hire some people to stay on board.
Hire some
Okay.
people to live in our house.
2.
Yep. Correct.
Maybe. You really never hired sailors before. How are you going about that?
Last week you told me what the price would be.
Roundabout. Roscoe knows because he's done it.
Right. So, Blue Legion office?
Probably.
Legion office, let's go.
I'm already there.
Well, can I point out my fees to be part of the Legion now?
Yeah.
All right. Eitri begins to fill out forms.
My favorite.
Eitri gleefully fills out
Gleefully.
forms. As he's handed form after form, and he's given complicated and ridiculous bureaucracy rules.
Can I try to
Begins
include
to
their efficiency by
pre-
adding more
in
forms
fact-
to fill out, just to make it more complicated for them?
Wait, what was that?
Can I just suggest any forms they can make?
Suggested
I presume that Eitri begins preempting them with other edge cases and loopholes and other forms that he may need to fill out.
Yep, exactly.
And his smile is only growing.
he begins to take up the time of 2 clerks. So, Eitri goes through that process. Pays a $5 filing fee. $5, 5 gold.
Lethally, of course.
And obtains his registration.
How much did I put up for the boat? I
Meanwhile,
forgot. 'Cause I have a lot of it.
Roscoe puts in an order for how many people are you looking for and for what job? While you think about
2
that,
able-bodied sailors.
Okay.
You know, we want to look them over, make sure the trustworthy sort.
Well, they'll be Blue Legion, so they are. All right, then. She hands you some paperwork. Minor forms, mostly describing what you need, experiences, and experience required, and expected time on duty, and things like that. All told, comes to how long do you plan to hire these people?
Right.
Did we decide on hiring them for a year? If I recall correctly, we had that discussion and we got some costs on employment, and we were talking about 6 months or a year or something.
What's 6 months look like? At Legion rates.
4 amount of time?
Rate over months.
For the prices.
Okay, I believe you were making 1 silver piece a day, so per month about 3 gold. 5 gold total. Basically 5 gold per person per month.
Alright. That's far less than I thought it would be. Even though, duh.
Guild rates.
Right. It makes complete sense. They're standardized.
So it was 5 gold per person per month?
Yes.
So I shell out 60 gold, and we're covered for 6 months, right?
Effectively, yes.
Done.
Yeah. New
And
people to
You've
me.
been talking as if you'll be paying ahead, which is fine. That means the Legion pays out directly.
Should we offer a bonus or something?
Well, we'll see how they do. The thought had definitely crossed my mind of if they do well, pay them better than they should. Hey, you're getting your wages.
We might get in trouble doing that, but I don't doubt they could take some souvenirs.
I was gonna say they may get a stipend from us. Hey,
Something.
we're ashore. You've been cool. Have some gold.
Maybe give them some money so they can repair the boat.
Yeah, is there any general repairs they can do? I think the boat's in pretty good condition.
They can probably do maintenance.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so they're being engaged for the first week to do maintenance and security. And based on that performance, continued engagement.
Yep.
Hell, splendid.
pretty sweet gig, all things considered. Sure, sailor.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They,
Oh, we should make sure that we should impress
Go ahead.
upon the idea that they should not inspect the boat further for things.
that the spot where the cannon was just down below, wasn't it?
Is
That's
we reinstalled it.
right.
No, because we don't want it somewhere not to look.
If they find it,
You
they
can
find
go
it.
anywhere. Don't touch that.
They're also Blue Legion. We're Blue Legion.
If they find it, they find it. We'll deal with it when we come to it.
Okay, I just wanted to figure out what our plan was for that.
Our plan is you're the first mate.
Who's captain?
I am.
Stern.
I'm Ship's Mason.
Ship's Mason.
I'm ship's entertainer.
You're in charge when we're on land.
Morale.
Yeah.
I guess I'm also Ship's Archer.
Okay. I feel like we've got that sorted. Is there anything else that is obviously loose-ended here? Can we commence our walk northwards?
I think we can walk along. Wow, what's the primary in aiming a cannon?
I thought it was agility.
Dex?
Dex, yeah. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Wait. Let me.
That's subject to the GM.
What was the question?
Primary stat
Primary-
for aiming a cannon.
Or rather, aiming and firing, which would make me think it's intelligent. More timing than anything. Captain Shipling, but you still have to.
Artillery.
You have to. Well, you have to wait for the swell.
Well, yeah, no. Like, it's still probably going to be dexterity, although I think I said dexterity or strength because it's artillery.
And it's a giant lever.
It needs to be manually aimed.
Okay. Well then, I think we're ready to head out. Keeper, I think we're ready to actually leave town.
Yeah.
I'm done throwing roadblocks in the party's way.
All right, then. How are you leaving town?
By foot.
Oh, yeah, by foot.
All right.
We'll be heading north along the river.
One second. My link to my.
No worries.
You waiting on something?
Yep.
Yes.
Keeper's finishing stuff up.
Okay.
Trying to open a map, and all my shortcuts are busted, which is annoying. Sorry. I don't know what actually happened. I'm manually opening all the things. All right, so you want to go to Burr Hollow, yes?
Yep.
All right, so are you getting a barge to go up, or are you just going on foot?
On foot, I think, since the barge would be fighting the current.
Yeah, I was down for on foot. And I don't think it's
Are you
that
following
hard.
the river, or are you?
Yes. There's a path alongside the river, is there not?
Reasonably speaking.
Yes.
All right, it'll take you. You should arrive there on the morning of the second day on foot.
All right.
So 3 days, but you should arrive there on the early on the third day.
Okay. Seems about right.
All right, so you head out on foot for your trek over land. I will take that moment to take a brief break. So everyone can go get to the toilets and such. I'm not going to play much longer, but
We're out of the city for the first time.